So, Allan is, would you say that, because you got your hands in a lot of things, Allan. You do a lot of different stuff from, the construction business to all kinds of stuff. You got Roku channels. You got all kinds of stuff going on. But what is your favorite to do? Cook?
Oh, yeah. The kitchen is always the first love here.
Yeah.
So, well, let's get a little reveal. Is it warm or is it cold?
It's warm.
It's warm.
And it smells good, and it looks like it might be pork.
You are correct. Bad day to be a pig. So here we go. You are looking at one of my favorite recipes in the whole world, so I'm hoping you like it. But it is slow roasted honey, black bean, and garlic pork.
Oh.
It is more or less a Cantonese style pork. You put it over a little yellow rice, give you a little side interest in there.
You picked the wrong day to bring this.
Really? What day did I need?
Well, because at least Tim and I have...
Tomorrow's Cantonese Day.
Yeah, Tim and I have a lot of sinus drainage going on right now. And so I don't taste it as much as I feel like I should.
Well, I did choose operatively then because that black bean will cut through just about everything. So it'll get there.
Good.
So
it's a little sweet.
Yeah, there's
a little honey sweetness to it. A little back flavor. The best way to describe the flavor of black bean and garlic is garlicky brown.
Huh.
It's just the best way to describe it. It's just
like purple drink.
It's one of those unique flavors. Once you've had it, you know what it is. But is it like something else? Well, not really. It's black bean and garlic. It's it's kind of like oyster sauce. It's a derived. They overcook the black beans until they become just mush. You add the garlic. It it has the consistency of cold molasses when you're trying to work with it. But my goodness, it makes a tasty meal
on a bed of long rice.
Oh yeah, gotta have a little green, a little yellow rice or something underneath there, give you a little side interest.
I didn't know this is how the people up in Canton, Ohio ate their pork.
Yeah,
Cantonese.
If they're lucky in Ohio.
Talk to us about the prep for this, Allan, while we eat.
While you eat, the best thing is pretty much any chunk of pork will do. This is courtesy our local major grocery chain that periodically. They got like the leftovers they put in the bag and kind of make it look like a Boston butt, but it's really like the Freddy Krueger victim.
Oh. Is that the one where you get your knife and shave the green part off before?
No. You got to cut the little ropes off of it, and then it's no longer a solid piece anymore.
Yeah.
So, I love buying those because they are just the perfect things to take apart and roast. Whew. They are just amazing. So, one of those, and I'm looking at it and going, I haven't done one of these in a long time. Basically, it's just set up your pork, put it in the casserole dish or however you're going to roast it, and lather it down and let it slow cook for about 2 or 3 hours.
Lather that butt.
That's it, man. It's the Mid-South. We can say rub it.
Rub it and lather your butt.
Yep. And you can wind up. The other thing is it's not high. This is like 250, 300 for a couple hours.
It's slow cook.
Just let it roll. Perfect slow cook afternoon kind of food.
Is that the challenge when you tell people about slow cooking? Is just leave it alone. Go do something. Stop opening the oven. Stop opening the grill. Leave it the heck alone.
People have a tendency to want to constantly check stuff.
Yeah.
Well, and I blame air fryers and everything else that look at you and go, you can have dinner ready in 3 minutes or less. And it's like, all right, guys.
Isn't that just a hustle?
The prep is 3 minutes. Cooking is really pretty simple. You assemble dinner. And when you go to slow cook something, that is when people really discover flavor because it had time. Stuff had a little chance, that little tablespoon of honey I used over the entire pork roast has a tendency to give you a little bit of a sweet glaze. Not a big sugar rush, just a tiny little bit so that you notice it. You get a chance to get spices into what you're cooking. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go slow cook asparagus, but slow cooking a nice piece of meat on occasion is a great way to get it, A, edible, not so tough, and B, really let you work some flavors.
I like it.
Allan, this was asked, and I forgot to bring this up. So this was something that was asked to me like a month or more ago. They said, "Why doesn't Allan ever bring you guys liver?"
No.
Nah.
Stop hard pass.
Oh, I can.
No, you don't have to.
I can
You really
easily. I can easily. And I promise it would not be what you're expecting. You're already going.
Would it be one where you wouldn't tell us and we'd eat it, and you guys just say liver?
Liver
Oh
jerky.
yeah, it would definitely be one where I would and nothing up this sleeve. Look up nothing this up this sleeve.
Now my dad all used to stop like on vacations, like at Stuckey's or wherever, and get those livers, fried livers. So I'm guessing that's not what you're making.
Yeah,
You're just tasting the fried at that point.
Well, yeah, that's
Fried liver.
I look
Oh
back.
yeah, man. He's from like small town Arkansas. I'm gonna get some fried livers. It's
Chicken
like,
Hut,
okay,
man, over at
yeah.
Shelby Drive in
Now,
Millbrae.
fried
Yeah, y'all
chicken
have-
livers
Ugh.
are the bomb. Trust me. But you're talking like beef liver.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking like beef liver. That is the old liver and onions.
Yeah, that's.
And that's the recipe. And that goes back to when I talk about recipes from the 50s. Because everybody smoked so heavily you couldn't taste a thing. I am convinced that is the reason that was on menus during the 50s and 60s.
I mean, every time I see liver or hear liver, I just think of mush.
What is the
I mean,
health?
it may not
Is there
be
a
mushy.
health benefit to liver? Eating liver?
It's full of, it's full of all of the wonderful
Yeah.
proteins and all of that stuff that, it's
Everything
kind of
gets
how your
filtered
mother
through
tried to
the
convince you to
animal.
eat spinach,
Yeah.
However, when you it's kind of like when people tell me, oh, I don't like to eat fish. It's kind of like, no, you don't like to eat fast food fish, fried
Good,
to the
man.
death and covered in bread. You get into actually cooking and you can have a lot of fun.
Had a nice branzino last week. That was pretty good.
What?
There you go.
Branzino.
Now,
What's
see,
that?
you can use
Is
liver.
that a wine I
That
didn't
a
know
Fish. It's a
Yeah,
fish.
it's a fish.
Branzino.
Oh,
see-
I forgot. That was Tim was on his cruise.
Yes, he was off.
La-dee-da.
Been at the captain's table. I'm rolling with the filet-o fish.
Is that
Yeah,
a whitefish?
Allan, I have no idea. It was blackened. It was delicious.
It was a blackened, but yes, it was an original white flesh fich like a cod or something
Okay,
like that.
all right.
Yes. I doubt he was getting a catfish on his cruise.
Yeah.
No catfish. No, none of that.
All right, Allan. We ate it. Now, where can they find it?
They can pop over to thecookingtodayshow.com and follow along with our little kitchen shenanigans.